Parker Bohn III bidding for his 30th title. Robert Smith, the birthday boy, is in as well. Leading us to our Geico Direct Championship recap, Randy.
Thanks, partner. Early in match number one, it was Robert Smith defeating Joe Ciccone by the score of 268-247. Today being Robert's birthday, looking for a little icing on the cake. Then in match number two, it was Parker Bohn III defeating Chris Barnes by the score 279-258. Bohn staying in the zone, setting up a great championship match for the PBA El Paso Open.
And we'll start with the birthday boy, Robert Smith. So far, so good, turning 31 today for you. This cheetah pattern has done very well for you, Robert, in the past. Does it create a big advantage? You've had 2 titles so far on this pattern today for you.
You know, you get comfortable with the pattern, yeah. I mean, it allows me to throw the ball harder, which is definitely to my advantage. But, you know, I didn't go in this week looking at the pattern. I just, like I said earlier in the telecast, I just want to make sure I commit to my shots, do what I know what to do, and then just hope they fall down. If it comes out my way, great. If it doesn't, then, you know, at least I gave it my best shot.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Parker Bohn III. Last week near Phoenix and Mesa, Arizona, made the final. And you told us last night your confidence is just overflowing. Do you have that much confidence heading into the final today against Robert Smith?
I really do. Right now, my inferno, the flame is burning bright, and it's going to keep burning for 12 more shots. So confidence is high. I'm ready to roll.
He sounds ready, Randy. No question about it. Good final matchup today. Parker Bohn III, Robert Smith.
The keys to victory are simple. Robert Smith made one bad shot in his first match. You heard him say he grabbed it. He's got to do what he does best, and that's stay aggressive. Parker, keep your hand underneath it, but the big thing is right here. Believe in the changes that you've made in your physical game to get the job done.
All right, Rob. Here we go again. Let's do it. You know what you're doing.
First ever head-to-head TV matchup between Smith, Parker Bohn III, comes in a final. That's pressure. Oh, no.
What is that?
Big surprise.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
8-10 split for Robert Smith, who had some time off after his win over Joe Ciccone.
That is weird. I've never seen that before.
You know what, though?
Okay.
This is makeable, especially for Robert Smith. We've had 7-10s made. We've had big 4s made. He can make this.
Not this time. Takes out the 10.
That was weird.
Randy, I'm always interested about bowlers' psyches.
That was strange.
And their technical approach when they have the time off. He won the first semifinal match with Joe Ciccone, had some time to practice, but not on the TV pair. He's got to come back and perform, and Parker just did.
I think it's a disadvantage for Robert Smith and an advantage for Parker. Parker wins, he stays on the TV pair, and goes right in for the championship match.
Stays hot. Strike to start for Parker Bohn III, leading us to our Baby Ruth Real Deal matchup.
Yeah, and I mean, there's really only one thing to look at, and it's this number right here. Parker Bohn is averaging a sick 250.
That'll do it. 11 match play match wins in a row for Parker Bohn III. Went back to the match play around 32, 16, and 8. Those game wins straight, not matches. Carry indeed, Parker Bohn. 7-pin, tapped late, and down she goes.
He's going to get a little love here from the messenger. Watch this head pin going across. Takes out the 7. Nice early double. Keep in mind, however, though, Parker perfect through 2 frames. Robert Smith with the open. It is in the first frame. Robert Smith can strike out and still shoot 279.
I always say that if you're going to open, it should be early and not late. And Smith makes his proper adjustment on that lane. We are headed cross state. PBA Dallas Open coming your way Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 on the West Coast. Don Carter's All-Star Lanes West. Great center. Has been the host of that event for several years. You know, as a bowler, great place to be for the players, right?
It sure is. Big D. Always look forward to going down to Big D. Good stakes.
Smith now 21.
Wow, that ball's barely coming off of the spot down the lane, that friction spot. He's actually changed balls. Using the same ball in both lanes. Last game, he used 2 different balls. A little carry down of oil on that lane. Robert's got to be careful with his ball speed to get that ball to check off that spot.
Well, speaking of Dallas, Parker Bohn, as we mentioned, did make the final there a couple of years ago against Chris Barnes and lost. Steve Jarris won there last year. One of his 3 titles. A late trip on number 6 and a tip of the cap from Parker Bohn III.
Dave Ryan, I mean, sometimes as a professional, you just know when it's your time. And judging by the carry and the breaks that Parker Bohn has gotten today, along with the great shots that he's executed when he needed to, and it's hard to, it would be hard to bet against him at this point.
He said to us last night how upsetting it had been not to be on TV for that long stretch after Philly in 2003. All the way until last week. Mesa, Arizona, back-to-back shows, and now he's in the driver's seat. What a start for Parker Bohn III. 4 straight strikes, 31-pin lead. His first game for Parker Bohn III, now a 4-bagger front 4 to begin this match. Special thanks to Al Frank Catucci, the Oasis Lanes proprietor, who's hosted some good golf outings for you guys, I understand. Several players, including Brian Voss, staying at his house, which is great as well. Let's check out the Uniroyal Tile Rock and Roll ready.
Okay, Dave, if you insist. Early in match number 1, it was Robert Smith defeating Joe Ciccone by the score. Little help from Parker's friends, taking out the late 9-pin. And that's the Uniroyal Rock and Roll. Parker Bohn's getting a lot of that stuff.
Down 31. Maximum Bob. I like to call him Rapid Robert, too, as in Bob Feller. Another good nickname for this guy. That's a little high.
Oh,
And
don't start
6-pin.
jumping on me now. Come on, you're doing so good. Why are you jumping?
Ball reaction. And exactly where he releases on which board, a big key.
Watch how hard this ball breaks in the back part of the lane. It's breaking loose on the right lane, and he's having trouble getting it to go into the pocket or get high flush in the pocket on the left lane.
Does he ever bring the heat on the spare ball?
3 rack.
And he'd love to take a little time here with a re-rack. PBA and Odor Eaters are once again giving fans a chance to win $1 million. Simply head to PBA.com, click on the Odor Eaters Split with $1 Million sweepstakes link. The grand prize is a trip for 2 to the 62nd U.S. Open presented by Odor Eaters and a chance to win $1 million. The deadline for entry this Saturday, so head to PBA.com today. Plenty of chatter there from Smith. See how far right he set up. Good look from our crew. Oh, look at that. Went to the channel. Unbelievable.
Okay, it jumps if I grab it, and it slides if I don't grab it. It's supposed to pick up.
I'm going to tell you exactly what happened right here. He's trying to get the ball to go further right
to pick up from there.
to get it to come off of that spot, to get it to pick up.
Great look from our crew. Lane level coming right at you. What an angle that was. Now it's a spare.
You just can't throw it right.
Believable.
Ball won't bounce anymore.
In a final, for that to happen.
All right, I got you.
42-pin lead.
Change.
Front 4. Wow.
He's in big trouble.
It's my 3rd year doing these PBA shows on ESPN. I'm not sure I've seen one of those yet. Gutter ball and then the spare that way. It's pretty rare. Parker gets some more help. The Hall of Famer has been through so many huge matches. He's won 29 titles. He had gone 22 events without a TV show before Mesa, Arizona last week. Now back to back. He's been on 93 career shows, folks. He's been around, so he knows not to get too excited. And look at that. Halfway to a 300 game in the final. The front six for Parker Bohn III.
Parker Bohn knows the score. With that strike there, he is in the 240s. The best Robert Smith can shoot if he strikes out is 238.
Parker Bohn, Randy, 12th player all-time to bowl a 300 game on TV. Opening match of the 1998 ABC Masters. So it has been done by Parker on TV before in his legendary career. Folks, if you have that remote control in your hand, put it down. We might have a 300 game here. Late tap number 7 for Robert Smith, who is in a huge hole. This would be a monumental comeback to dig his way out of this deficit. Nearly impossible with the way Parker Bohn III is bowling. And he's eyeing that trophy.
That one came off the spot.
Perfectly.
God, just made a stupid rock. You knew you couldn't go left, and you should have gone right, and you didn't do it.
February 15th of last year, Robert Smith's last win over Walter Ray Williams Jr. in the finals in Tucson, 227 to 218. Those numbers are minuscule in comparison to what we could see with Parker Bohn III. Do we have 7 in a row, Parker? Oh, yes! As we just mentioned, he has done this before. A flashback, indeed, to the ABC Masters. 1998. 300 game. And that was it. Opening match of that event. So he's been on TV facing 12 perfect shots. And a 300 game before. Has the experience. Does that help him today?
Without question.
How about another one?
Wow. Are you kidding me? Front eight for Parker Bohn. Dave Ryan, last night he told us the most important thing for Parker Bohn III was to win and get back into the Tournament of Champions.
He's pretty much got that sewn up unless there's a massive collapse here. He's on the verge of catching Pete Weber and going to 30.
Somewhere.
He is sitting pretty right now. Walter Ray Williams Jr. has had 2 chances to tie the great Earl Anthony. Unable to this point.
You knew it wasn't there.
One time.
With a win, Parker Bohn will get himself back into the Dexter Tournament of Champions and eliminate Eugene McCune.
Parker calls it an incredible honor to get to 30 titles. Robert Smith has found a Parker Bohn reaction, however, way late.
Oh, I'm going to kick myself for this one.
He's disgusted with himself because he made the wrong adjustment. He went left and tried to hook it instead of moving right and staying firm.
Robert Smith, who called the beginning of this year a disaster, getting, as he said, railed by bowlers he should have been beating regularly, gets help on the 7 there.
Finish it up.
He felt he was losing interest and passion in the game. I imagine this great week for him will help spark what could be a very good run.
You heard Robert Smith say, finish it up to Parker Bohn. He's rooting for Parker Bohn to bowl a perfect game. 4 strikes away for Parker Bohn III from perfection.
Justin, and we know little Brandon cheering on as well. Number 16, the last time it's been done. 16th all-time in PBA Tour history. Mika Koivuniemi last season. Remember that blizzard we had in Connecticut? We all barely made it there. 3 more for Parker Bohn III. He told us last night that bowling on this pattern E, the cheetah pattern, is like stepping up in golf, par 5, having a 50-mile-an-hour wind behind you. It's just great for scoring. Another one. Parker's trying to become the first bowler ever, folks, in PBA history to throw 2 300 games on television. He's done it once before. Only 2 others have thrown a 300 game in a final. Last was Mike Albee. July of '93. 2 more left. Oh, not gonna get it. But he'll get a standing ovation.
Why'd you have to tug that one?
30th career PBA win for Parker Bohn III, the Hall of Famer. And with his daddy's name on his back, little Justin, just 20 months old. Probably doesn't get much of it right now, but later on he'll watch this tape and say, hey, I was there, Dad. That's pretty cool.
This ball is going to be just a little bit inside of target and a little fast. It misses the spot down the lane. Leaves a 3-9, but what a way to get back in the TSC. Winning your 30th title, shooting .288.
Robert Smith's quest for exemption for next year will continue, but a great week for the birthday boy who turns 31 today, but he couldn't award himself with a win because the Hall of Famer Parker Bohn III was just that much better. A big win for him, 30th of his great career, a champion in Texas. PBA on ESPN is brought to you by Miller High Life. To live simply, proudly, boldly, manly, this is the High Life. By Uniroyal Tires, the official tire of the PBA Tour. Uniroyal Tires, trusted by American families since 1892. Log on to bowlersparadise.com today and enter to win a free bowling ball.
With wife Leslie, Justin, Brandon. I think, Parker, they're too young to understand exactly what's going on, but years from now, I bet they'll appreciate this. 20 of 24 strikes for you. How did it feel to be that hot?
Absolutely an incredible day. You know, you come out here, you can only dream of getting out there and throwing as many strikes as you can, and obviously dream of throwing the front 10. I wanted it to be the front 12 in a title match, but more importantly, I did grab the check. I got the trophy. 29 is gone. 30 has arrived. Thank God.
Leslie, you know a lot about bowling yourself, and you travel in the motorhome with all the gang here. What does this mean to your family?
I'm so happy that we can be here with Parker each and every week, supporting him through his struggles, and he's worked extremely hard to get this far, and I'm so proud of him.
Congratulations. Enjoy the moment, guys. What a day for the Bohn family. As Parker Bohn III takes his 30th career title, congratulations to him. Winner of the 2005 El Paso Classic. Be sure to join us again next Sunday, 1 Eastern, 10 on the West Coast, when the PBA Tour comes together for the Dallas Open. Today's event has been brought to you by ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. For the entire crew, my partner Randy Peterson, it's Dave Ryan reminding you that SEC Gymnastics is coming up here on ESPN. What a day for Parker Bohn III.
The following program